that should be something that Omega is considering picking up on Esmeralda, on Cho. Now that we're seeing Courtesy on Cho, I don't think he's gonna go for the Purify, to be honest. 100% sure that it's still going to be the Flicker. It's one of his dueling setup. But this is almost always certain going to be an Esmeralda on Purify.
That's right. I feel like the Esmeralda is going to be it's going to expend that a lot. I mean, Toshi's going to be stuck on the side lanes for a long time. And I expect the Barats to be a bit more aggressive this time because it can afford to be aggressive, especially if the Cho is the one that he's going to be dealing with. So the side lanes are going to be so important in this matchup. And Lusty picking up the Akai, it's a coverall. It's a blanket for each and every weakness that they've found against the heroes of Omega. So this Lunox might be the only deal breaker. I have no predictions for this Lunox.
You know what? I'm actually looking at it right now. I kind of think that Baksha is a deal breaker as well. Because if you look at the damage output that Bren Esports does, it's in burst. It's never in the, continuous physical attack DPS. So Baksha, he was the deny pick here for the side of Bren Esports, but would it make sense with the draft that Bren Esports did?
That's true. It really doesn't. We're gonna head into the game. Omega versus Bren Esports for the first game in the best of 7 for the Grand Championship.
And they go straight for Cardzy. Look at Cardzy. This is the first time that I'm seeing this guy at half HP this early. He's here being chased down by Few, and this seems so familiar in the Grand Finals.
Whoa!
Few, Hayes, Reebok.
The names.
The names.
The names are lining up, and it's bringing us Season 1 feels, man.
We've been here since Season 1.
Oh, man.
To be honest, this is really cool.
Really, really cool. It's an experience, an absolutely thrilling experience, not just for us, but I'm sure for the viewers as well. And Carl TZ, you're right. It's very rare to see this guy getting pressured early on. Usually, it's him doing the pressure.
And usually,
what's happening?
And usually, it's Few, Lusty, and Carl giving the same problem to the enemy team.
Exactly. So,
and look at Rebo here going 1v1.
He
doesn't really care. He doesn't really care.
Guy.
Okay, keep on giving me continuous damage. I thrive on that. I get stuck from that.
That's fine, right? You can start this dance all night long. You're not going to be able to kill me unless you send your friends to help.
Okay, so right now, you can see Carlzy and Hajizi here, and Carlzy here just not giving any opening for Ling. He's trying to deny the Ling farm here, and Hayes will be the first blood. Arrow connection, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the championship winning Selena.
That was like a 3-part series, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it was first, who was that? Few? Sorry, it was first Carl TZ, and then follow up, and then closing with the arrow with Few. It's like no way to go.
It looked like the literature book, or fictional literature book.
Yeah, you read part 1, part 2, part 3.
And Courtesy here, he's getting pressured. Where does he go? Okay, Phantom Execute misses. And Carlzy, they're doing something here, and they're making this work.
This is a beautiful skin, by the way. This is
are you planning to get that?
I think so. I think we should.
I think we should.
Especially if Carl TZ makes another Savage on this. Like, guys, come on.
I won't. Because, you know what?
You don't play Lance?
No. You guys don't let me play core anyway.
Yeah. That's a different story.
You guys put me on Assassin. No, on tanks rather.
Yeah.
So if you would let me play Lance in a tank, that would be
probably,
okay.
Right. We'll talk to Wolf later about that.
But you guys won't do that. I'm pretty sure.
Manjin. I don't know if Manjin's gonna let you do that. But yeah, absolutely. In the state we have right now, Bren Esports, they are ahead by almost 2,000 gold at 3 minutes mark.
And look at Bren Esports here on how they just play with their economy. Looking at it, Omega is at 7.5k, 9.3k on Bren Esports. What's happening here?
It's way too smart. And the zone from Bren, it's unbelievable. They're going straight at it. And Hajizi's forced to go ahead and get out.
Rebo here will be the primary target. Heath doesn't have the mana. And Carlzy going straight for Toshi. But he isn't that confident with his mana pool and his damage output, and he will just get away. Remember, Lance is really good when his skills are off cooldown. You can take down a couple of people, but then if you don't have any way to escape and you use your dashes,
that's it for you.
That's it for you.
Especially if the puncture goes on cooldown. If that happens, like, Uh-oh.
That's basically your lifeline
Yeah,
right there.
exactly.
In Phantom Execute. But you if you're using Phantom Execute
As an
to-
engage?
as
Yeah.
as escape,
Right.
then you're probably losing.
Probably, right? You want to use that as offensively as possible.
And
Exactly.
Few here just showing us Season 2 vibes, giving us the Season 2 vibes, Rockhart.
Exactly. This is the Selena of Few who won them the championship way back in Season 2.
And look at this. The tankiness, the innate tankiness of the backshot don't really work. Doesn't really work. Why?
That's right. They're
The-
bursting.
Bursting. It's all about burst for the
There's
side
no-
of Bren Esports.
There's no DPS here. Oh, look at this. It's going to be a big fight. Under the tower we go. Tempest Blades will try to slow everyone down, and it does. It clears the minion wave. It slows down Bren Esports. But even though they got slowed down, this game still feels so fast. It's so fast-paced.
It's so fast-paced, and you know what? When games tend to be this fast-paced, something bad really happens real fast.
Yeah, and
you-
look at this replay. You can really tell that defensive is the way to go for Omega. And everyone from Omega is just trying to not die, trying to avoid these arrows. But they're hitting all the time.
Yes, that is true. That is your Gillette instant replay. Hashtag
Shave the
the day.
day.
Omega here. 1-5. They're still not missing any turrets, so that's fine by my standards. Because if you think about it, as long as Bren Esports don't, control your jungle as early as now,
It's fine,
you're
yeah.
still fine. You're still getting the farm that you need.
Yep, but again, you got to keep that going or else stuff like this is going to happen. He's the target. He will be able to stay on half health with Curteasy. He's waiting for his opening. Trying to look for it. Trying to go.
And things aren't looking that great for the side of Omega here.
Absolutely.
And they went straight to, contest or control the side laners that will come out from Bren Esports. But that didn't even matter. They got Yu Zhong, they got Barretts, and those three bans don't even matter anymore.
Yeah, they're going to control the lane for sure. And they're going to control whichever is happening in the mid lane as well.
And while everything of that is happening, Rockhart, there is a push happening at the bottom lane, and things are getting smaller and smaller for the side of Omega.
That's true. The world is starting to shrink. Losing those outer turrets is actually pretty big. It opens up the jungle for Omega, and now Bren Esports. This is where they do what they do best. They pressure you into giving up your buff to them.
Looking at the pacing of how the Lancelot is getting the items, he has FTCs already. So that means any jungle camp will be fast.
That's right.
And-
Jungle camps are going to be a no-brainer, and he can't survive against that Phantom Execute from Carl Teasy.
And Toshi gets hit. Few is throwing
Oh.
arrows at will. Is hitting people left and right. And look at this, Bren Esports. Toshi using Starlight. Well, that falling. What do you call it?
Falling Star Moon.
Falling Star Moon. I actually, just thought it was Meteor Shower for some reason. But then again, ladies and gentlemen, that was the Falling Star Moon
Yep.
to disengage. And that usually spells something bad if you
That's-
use it that way.
Yeah, something is definitely wrong if you're using it defensively, trying to get away from your opponents. Because that would mean that you have no other choice. That Sky helmet is going to be there already. Sky Guardian helmet.
It's as if Rebo, doesn't need to go home anymore.
That's right. He's already so tanky in the first place.
And you have your innate mana regeneration as well. You have the Aberrus on Rebo, Athena Shield on Lusty.
Oh my gosh.
Look
Look at this. Curteasy, though, he's trying to make something happen, trying to get into Flap. He's very, very low. No Dragon Form means he's not going to be able to fly out of here.
And he's
gonna
gonna
need some
fight.
help.
He's gonna
He's
fight.
fighting 2v1. He's taking a long time,
Oh
but
my-
he will get taken out.
Oh my god, Kurt here.
Nice cleanup.
Ooh. Damage output. And look at the levels here, Rockhart. I want to focus on the levels a bit, but they don't let us do that.
Yeah, it's another fight.
There's another
One
fight
more
happening
big
here.
fight going
All
in.
right.
That's Rebo throwing it into the wall, stunned for a long time before it gets taken out. Toshi not have any answer anymore.
Look at this. Level 13 Carl Z. Counterpart, Hajizi, level 10.
I mean, look at Heath. He's level 7 and he just turned 8. So people are gonna die. People are gonna get exploded on.
And Leng, he isn't really one of the best he doesn't have the best comeback mechanic
Yeah.
in ML.
The condition for Ling is you need to get ahead. early on. With your mobility, with flying through the walls, that means you're flying into gold sources very quickly. So you should be ahead in experience as well. But that's not happening here.
Oh, arrow missed by a pixel. And
Pixel.
that let's try to see how Omega comes back from this, but there is a kickback.
What's happening here?
Toshi. He was
Remo's
forced.
playing this Barrett's like a cho, literally just pushing people back. He's doing it. And Omega's having a hard time dodging. So Omega, they need to be on the turtle defensive here. They need to take a lesson from Baksha and put up a defense, you know, a good, strong defense.
I mean, man, if you're gonna tell me this makes sense, Selena and Barrett's, it makes a lot of sense.
It does. It's just 100% stun lock.
If you want to save your ally that has been hit by an arrow, you stay near the Barretts.
They're not going to go anywhere near you.
Then what does the Barretts do? If you go near,
Daytona's
Daytona's welcome.
Exactly.
Then what happens next? You move out. You leave your ally.
I think this might be it. This is going to be the big fight that we want to see. But it's going to the side of Bren.
Toshi.
It's way too one-sided here. Toshi gets taken out as well. Carl TZ's already doing the backline. One hit, he took away 20% to 30%.
Haji. He was trying to look for Kartzi. I thought there was
Too
going
far
to be
away,
a fight.
man. Not enough energy.
I thought there was going to be a fight, actually. And he was actually lurking. And I think with that, any Link player would try to go for that kill. But you know what? I think Haji isn't that confident anymore in this game.
Yeah, I don't think he's that confident. I mean, especially where he's going to have to make up for so much of the advantage that Bren has. 13,000 gold lead at 10 minutes. 10 minutes and 53 seconds. Who does that? Like,
Well.
oh my gosh.
Oh my goodness, this Bren lineup is just...
13K.
They have their own understanding of MLBB right now.
This is different. They are playing on a completely different level. Again, when we say that, it's just Season 1 feels all over again.
Yeah.
Season 1 where games end at 7, 8 minutes.
We were talking about this earlier, but there's another hit on an arrow.
Oh, Hayes.
The fastest way to the grand finals for the MPL PH was way back Season 1. It was all 2-0s and the grand finals was a 3-0. And Kartzi here getting that kill on Heath as if he's not a tank. Barrett's here.
Oh!
Go down. Snipe.
Stop it!
Snipe, ladies and
He's
gentlemen.
already dead!
And that will be game number 1. Hayes here in front of his former team.
Man, that's just...
Oh
he's
my
they're
goodness.
getting zoned in. Oh man, this is
hard to watch.
painful to watch.
And they get game number 1. Bren Esports, 3 games away.